hot combs, relaxers, braids, and weaves, so much has been used over the past few years to tame natural African hair. And not since the 70s has it been as cool as it is today to celebrate and be a part of the natural hair care movement. We live out loud today with the maker of Marini Naturals, which is Kenya's first natural hair product for all women of natural hair. Let's live out loud next with Michelle Ntalami. Hello and welcome to Sheila Lives Out Loud. My name is Sheila Mwanyega and we are at Westwood Hotel, all set to live out loud with the maker of Marini Naturals, Kenya's first natural hair care range of products for all women of natural hair. Hello.
Hi.
How are you, madam? Did
fine.
I get that right?
Yes, you did.
I think
Absolutely.
I did.
Yes.
Yes, we are inside. It's so wonderful to see you. Thank you
It's
for
really
making
nice
time
to
for
be
me.
here.
You have walked a very fantastic journey.
Yes, I have.
And I cannot wait to celebrate your journey with you. But
Yeah?
for anybody who's catching up with us, because I know you and I see you every day.
Oh, you do?
And I
You
follow
follow
you.
us?
I already got Marini-fied. Of that, you should be sure.
Yes.
There's a beginning to all good stories.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
As you've introduced me very well, my name is Michelle Ntalami and I am the founder of Marini Naturals. Marini happened to me. I didn't plan for it. It just sort of happened. My background is actually in marketing and design, and it's been, I'd say, 3 years of this journey since I began Marini Naturals, but it's 1 year in the market. And yes, I'm really excited about it.
You've told us about the beginnings for you. You started out with one trajectory, and somewhere along the way, the trajectory changed, and the trajectory got a name, Marini Naturals.
Yes.
And we just want to know what happened, what brought the transition, where did it all begin for Marini Naturals?
The Marini Naturals story is actually a very personal journey for me. Around 3 years ago, as I mentioned, the concept came to me 3 years ago. So around 3 years ago, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. And at the time, he was living a very healthy life. He was eating right, he used to do everything right, and he still got unlucky and was diagnosed with cancer. So during his treatment, during his suffering and his process, it really made me evaluate my own life choices, how I was living life, what I was eating. I wasn't exercising as much. And I decided to do like a complete switch up of my life and turn everything around, everything from diet, exercise, food, what I put on my skin, what I put on my hair, everything changed 3 years ago. Also, it was a way for me to sort of walk that journey with my dad as he was getting his treatments. And then what happened is I cut my hair so that I can go natural. It's called going natural. It's called a big chop for those naturalistas.
Yes, it is. Leaving the white crack behind.
Creamy crack.
That one.
And when I did that,
Yeah.
I just didn't have any products to use. I was like, okay, I've cut my hair,
Yeah.
then what? So I remember now that was the issue, that there were no products in the market at the time. This was 3 years ago. The only thing that was there at the time was a blog from Curly Kichana that I would go to once in a while, and there are 2 Kenyan bloggers who talk a lot about natural hair and how to maintain, but still there was no product. So even if they would talk about a product, it would be abroad. So I'd get it from Amazon or eBay. And I just thought to myself that maybe there could be something here. I'm sure there's other women like me really trying to look for products, and they're facing the same challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, and I started mixing my own products in the bathroom. I started doing my own deep conditioning treatments with avocado and mayonnaise and eggs. And I started making my own like moisturizing spray. And it was actually a product, in as much as it was homemade, I found that it was a product that worked very well for me. So I thought to myself, if I can do this officially, in a more structured way, a more mainstream way, I think it's a product that would work for many other women. And I did. And that's essentially the journey.
3 years later, here we are.
Yes.
Moving from employment to creating a product. You know, it's one thing to be in the room, in the house, in the bathroom, and you're mixing up the product and you're trying it, and you can see that it works. But making that complete transition and saying, it's been real, but I'm not waiting for a check from you. I'm going to go and create something and make this my life's work.
Yeah.
When did you know that this was it? And how did you make that next?
They say necessity is the mother of invention, which is so true, because every time I would look for a moisturizer or a curling cream or a deep conditioner, it was abroad. It was only found in the US or in Europe. And there were all these brands at the time, but none of them was here. There was Cantu, Sheer Moisture, As I Am, and I would have to order them. So my hair budget alone was going upwards of 6 to 10,000 a month. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of hair, and it's not even like human hair, funky weave.
Yeah, you can recycle it.
Yes. Exactly. These are just products.
Yeah.
And then there's shipping, there's whatnot. So at that point, it hit me that in as much as I know there's other women like me, I know there's a market. I asked around. I told my natural friends to go ask 10 of their natural friends whether they would be interested if there was a local Kenyan product, so long as it was quality, would they be interested in buying, or they are fixed on homemade remedies or importing like I was. And the feedback was phenomenal. They all said if there was a product that actually works, they would buy it. And I think that gave me the confidence to go now into the factory. Not even the factory. First, I began with a lab.
Right.
Went into research, R&D for 2 years. I also researched some of the products abroad. And then it gave me the confidence to now go into full-scale production.
This is not just product. This
Yeah.
is Michelle.
Yes.
When we get Marinified, it's Michelle
Yes.
that you're carrying. What you've been able to do over the past few years is phenomenal, because I know you've crossed the borders. You're
Yes.
now in Rwanda.
Yes, we are.
Tell us about that.
So I like what you said, Sheila. Like, Marini is essentially me in a bottle, because there's so much passion, pain, and promise in that product. So it's not just a commercial thing that I'm just doing. There's a story behind it. And one of my dreams when I began Marini is for it to go continental wide. And I always assumed first, no, let's make sure we saturate the Kenyan market. But life happens how it happens. And
it's fast.
Kigali started speaking to us, and
Yeah.
Rwanda, and Uganda and Tanzania.
Yeah.
We're just getting phone calls left, right, and center till today. And they're like, oh, we want to have your products in our country. Please, Marini. It's not just that you're Kenyan, that you should only be in Kenya.
You should be African. It is
Yes.
an African brand, because when we talk about African hair, we don't talk about Kenyan African hair.
Yes.
African hair is African hair.
It's African hair. It's the same. So this lady called Alexandria from a salon in Rwanda was very serious about stocking Marini, and she literally got my number, and she called me and she told me, Michelle, you're onto something great, and we want to take your brand to the next level in our country. And for me, that was just almost like a dream come true.
Let's talk about your journey and your experience as an entrepreneur. How has that been like?
When I began, I was all alone. Like every entrepreneur starts alone. You're the tea girl, you make tea for yourself, you clean your own office, you're the accountant. Even if you are not great at math, you will do it. And I think as the product grew and as the business needs grew, I knew it's time to grow internally as a team. I knew it's time to hire. I knew I could not do it alone. I would suffer from burnout. So I got my partner on board. She's called Niati. But even beyond us, we were stretched because we were handling social media, we were handling distribution, production, going to the factory, then to the market. Then sometimes you want to ensure the product quality is good, so you have to pass by cabs. So we say, you know what, let's set up a team. So in almost 8 months, we have grown to a team of 10 already.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well
and now we
done.
have a shop, a dedicated Marini Naturals shop in Kilimani, Wood Avenue, that acts also like a depot for our stockists, and also our customers can come in, get natural hair advice, do strand tests, see our products firsthand, test them, because of course if you go and buy them in the supermarket or in the beauty shop, they won't let you test it, but you can come and test it at our outlets.
I like that you connect with the consumer, because we've been conned. We're living in a continent where so much is dumped here.
Yeah.
We are told, buy this, buy that. Half the time, we don't know if what we're buying is actually genuine. There's a lot that's on shelves that's not real,
Yeah.
and you will never know, but you've invested, you've bought a product, you go home with it,
Yeah.
and it disappoints you. But you're going that extra mile to let consumers and clients know you can test the product, you can understand the product.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit more about the promise that you give clients with Marini Natural.
We promise quality. We do not dupe our customers. 60% of the raw materials in Marini Naturals are local. You would be surprised how much goodness and abundance of natural ingredients that Kenya has, from coconut oil to you name it. And 40% of the ingredients we import our shea butter from South Sudan. We get our fragrances and extracts from Europe. So we've literally gone the extra mile to make a quality product.
And in talking about quality, your product, Marini Naturals,
Yeah.
has definitely come out tops. When we think about the Kenya Hair and Beauty Contest Awards 2016,
Yeah.
Marini, you've got so many nominations, and I know this is just the beginning for you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being able to stand and for the market, for people to be able to stand and say, this is a quality product?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, Sheila, to be honest, it also came as a surprise to me because I only knew about the hair awards, I think just a week. Remember when we first met? It was
Yes.
literally just a week before. So I only had a week to shout out to everyone to vote for Marini.
Right.
And they turned out in large numbers. So I felt really, really supported.
Yeah.
I felt like, you know what, there was a reason I began this journey. And only to turn up at the Hair Awards, and we were nominated for People's Choice of the Year
Yeah.
and Best Product of the Year in literally 8 months. I think that's such an achievement.
But let's talk about the future. I'm seeing Marini in New York. Why not have stalls
Yes,
there?
yes.
What is your expansion plan? Do you see that happening? Or am I taking over on your behalf? Let's go here, people. What's your plan?
Well, so in terms of the product range, we want to go into a kids line very soon, because we notice moms use the Marini products on their kids as well. So we want to have something dedicated to the kids. Already Marini as it is safe and excellent for kids, but we probably want to just make it kid-friendly with the fragrances, something a little more bubblegum and stuff like that.
Right.
And we also want to roll out a men's line, because men, I don't know what it is with men and their beard.
Yes. It happens. Challenges.
I can see someone celebrating.
Yes, I can see him too. Not looking at you, Tinsay, not looking.
So we want to get for men their own shampoo, because
Yeah.
men are very simple. Keep it simple.
Right.
A good shampoo, a good oil, something for their beard. That's
Yeah.
something we'll be rolling out. In terms of geographical expansion, yes, we do want to go continental wide. We're already in Rwanda. Soon we'll be in Uganda. We're hoping to go to the West African market, because natural hair there is big as well.
It is.
It's very big. And Caribbean countries, places where you'll find it's a mix between African and maybe whites,
Yes.
Jamaica, whatever, because our gel works really well for such hair types.
We began the conversation with you telling us about your father and his fight with cancer. Are we prying too much if we find out what happened? And how is he? If it's private, please put me in my place and say that's now private. We're here now and we're moving forward, and I will accept.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. How is he?
He's doing great.
Yay.
He's watching us from above in heaven.
Oh,
And
oh.
he's very proud of me and Marini Naturals.
Yes, he is. And
I
he's right
think he
there with
is.
my dad. And they're
Yeah.
all proud.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing.
Probably having a drink together, saying, look at our
Yeah,
daughters.
look at those two. What are they doing there? What type is this?
Non-alcoholic drink.
But thank you for sharing with us. And that journey hasn't been easy.
Yeah.
But that is why this promise will be fulfilled.
Yes.
Because
Thank
there's
you
a
so
lot
much,
more people
Sheila.
watching over you. And I believe in God, and I love God very much.
Yes,
And He's got a
I do
plan for
too.
you. And what you're doing, it's not Michelle. It's bigger than Michelle.
Exactly.
Of that we are all
Yeah.
sure and very clear about.
Yeah.
And Marini has a meaning.
Yes.
Share that little secret with us, Tafadhali.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marini
Yeah.
is actually a Swahili word for naturally beautiful.
Wow.
So in the same way in English, you can either call a girl hot,
Yes.
or you can call her beautiful.
Yeah.
What do you like being called, Sheila?
I think I'd rather be called Marini. Beautiful.
Beautiful, right?
Yes.
So it's like in Swahili,
Yeah.
a hot girl would translate to mrembo.
Yes.
Or msupu.
Yes.
But a beautiful girl, if you
Yes.
want to call her beautiful, you say Msichana Marini.
You see, I was telling you, there's a bigger plan
Yes.
here. I like how I've taken full ownership, but that's a very beautiful and powerful name.
Yeah.
May it go places, may
Thank
it
you.
cross the borders and change lives. So let's talk about the range of products. What's available?
Okay, so we began with what we call the natural hair essential toolkit. Everything you will need for your natural hair care regimen, and that's a sulfate-free shampoo. Does not contain a sulfate, so it leaves your hair very soft. We have a detangling leave-in conditioner, and then we have the stylers, which are really excellent. We have the curling butter and the curling gel, which are probably our fastest moving products in the
Right.
market.
I've seen them work.
You've seen,
They work.
You saw that, yeah?
I'm a believer. I've seen them work.
That's really nice to hear.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, you saw the magic in our curl magic
It's
gel.
unbelievable. It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yes, and we have a hair growth oil that is unisex. Can be used by men, women, children, young, old, Asian, white, black. It's for hair growth. It promotes hair growth. And finally, we have a daily moisturizing spritz, which is actually the first product that I mixed in my bathroom.
Certified.
Yes.
Marinified.
Yes,
Marinified.
Get Marinified.
And where can we pick up Marini Naturals?
Okay, so if you want to get Marinified, you can find us in all the leading beauty stores across Kenya. We're in all Super Cosmetics, we're in Beauty Options, we're in Beauty Wholesale, Our Price. Now we're even in Healthy You. We are in Chandarana Food Plus. We are in salons. We are in Amadiva. There's a whole list of places that stock our products, and you can actually find them on our website.
I know you are all actively engaged on social media.
Yes.
We are going to post all your social media sites for
Yes.
sure. Of that you can be sure.
Yes.
But you brought us gifts. You
Yes,
would
I
like
did.
our viewers to get Marinified.
Yes.
Yes, there is the lovely bag of goodies just for
Yes.
you. But it doesn't just come to you like that. You've got to work for it. You've got to put the work,
Yeah.
baby, work a little bit. So where's the question? Because you've got to ask a question, and then I'll let them know where they can answer the question. So what is the question?
Earlier on, you were asking me what does the name Marini mean, and I think I answered it. So this is a question to the viewers. What is the meaning of the name Marini, and what language is it?
Oh, woo. And here's where you give us the answers. Find my Facebook page. Give us the correct answer. We're going to post that picture there. And as soon as that picture is up and running, give us the correct answer. And you could be our lucky winner. You could get Marinified. I love it. Hashtag Marinified.
Hashtag Marinified.
Hashtag for life Marinified. We
Yes.
love it. We wish you all the very best. The doors to Living Out Loud are open always. Final words of encouragement to a generation, a nation, a globe that's looking to you for inspiration, because trust me, they are. What would
Yes.
you say?
I'll just use words that my father always used to tell me, and he always used to say, mind over matter. What the mind can conceive, the body can achieve. So it starts with your mind. Believe in yourself. And as the late Muhammad Ali said, the best thing you can ever do for yourself is to believe in yourself and know you're the greatest.
I couldn't have said it better myself. A very big thank you to Marini founder and maker Michelle Ntalami. We are Living Out Loud at Westwood Hotel. Remember to give us the correct answer to the question that she asked, so you can pick up a fabulous hamper and you can get Marinified as well. But for now, we're signing out saying thank you. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, live out loud. Subscribe again and tell a friend. Till next time, bye.